Welcome to Duke's United Show. And Manchester United have won at Goodison Park, and Ronaldo has scored his 700th goal, and that's all that matters right now. 3 points, job done. How you doing, Garth?
Yeah, good, mate, good. They're the sort of wins I like. They show the grit and determination of a team, you know what I mean? Pretty much outright dominated them, but they still had their chances, so I like it.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because like towards the end of the game, they end up looking like they're gonna get a goal, but they didn't really cause any real problems, did they? So
No. Yeah, the end as well. That was more us, weren't it? I've been in them games myself where you're not hanging on, but you just suddenly out of nowhere you just get the EBGBs, don't you? You know, everything seems to be going. Every 50-50's going their way.
Yeah.
Everything's coming off you, going out for corners, going out for throw-ins. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I mean about what I like, because we held on. You know what I mean? Like there's been other times where we've thrown that away. Yeah. No, fair play to the man as well. Fair play to him.
He's on it. You see the message in the group. I said Cristiano will bang today. Don't worry about it. I was upset. Obviously, I could see Martial. I heard he was not fit before the game. I heard he had something wrong with his. I thought it was something with his hip, but they said it was with his back in the end. But look, the game ended. Let's just go through some of the talking points quickly. I'm just going to read out some of them, and we'll go through that. So in the game, obviously, if you haven't watched it or you have watched it, we're just going to quickly recap over what happened. So Martial started. We know the main thing about the start of the game was he was holding some kind of injury. He wanted to play the game, so he played. Then early on in the game, Lindelof gives Casemiro a ball. I'm like, he's got no one to play it to. He tries to control it and then look for someone, and by that time, it all is taken off him, and Iwobi scores. United, we did actually recover very well. We played with a very good press, and we were proactive, passing the ball 1 touch and 2 touch. It was lovely to see. And Anthony goes and scores again with a great touch, opens his body out, puts it in the corner once again. It's like that's the only goal he's allowed to score, and no one can stop it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. He wants to keep scoring them. He can score them all day, mate. So lovely strike, lovely goal.
Then remember, Anthony Martial is on, and remember, he's the one that made the assist for that. So good job he actually did start and make that happen. And then he couldn't carry on. He comes off, and the big man comes on, Ronaldo. And Lindelof, bad day at the office, mate. He was passing to them the whole time. He had a blue shirt on today, but look, it didn't really make a difference. In the end, we managed to be able to, cut out his mistakes and make sure they didn't turn out as goals anyway. Ronaldo scores his 700th goal, coming down the line with good pace, lad. Puts it on his left, bang, right underneath Pickford. And that's what I say about Pickford. He's got a great ping on him, but got a shot stopping. I'm not really having him. And then Casemiro assists. He loses the ball, wins it back, and slots Ronaldo in. And I'm telling you, if there's no other central defense midfielder that's going to slot him in like that, that's for sure. And Eriksen goes close with his left foot shot as well. So yeah, it was lovely to see. It was lovely to see the game play out the way it did. Paul James says big respect to Ronaldo. But what did you think, Garth? I don't want to talk about obviously performances yet because that's afterwards, but we'll go into it in a minute. But how did you think the game overall played out as well yourself? Were you happy with everything? Did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, I enjoyed the game. I wasn't happy with everything. I mean, we started very slowly. We couldn't handle their press at all. It's 50-50 for me, the Casemiro, Lindelof thing. Lindelof, it was a bad ball, but Casemiro as well. He's meant to be better than that. Yeah, he's meant to be better than that. You know what I mean? But for me, obviously, like, we're getting performances. He obviously made up for it all the way through. We started to take control after like 10, 15 minutes, obviously. But again, we struggle to break through like banks of players, you know what I mean? Like, and it takes almost like special things from us to get it through. But look, after a slow start, we got it together. I think we can, apart from the first 10 and the last 5, we controlled every minute of that game. We never looked in trouble apart from those 2 periods. So I've got to be happy with that. But yeah, there's still lots to work on. Our final ball is still shocking. Decision making is still bad. We're running and we really. This is why Casemiro is so good. A lot of our players don't seem able to pass outside of that press. If they get a man on, they're back trying to play it backwards, putting themselves under pressure. But yeah, they're decent. Goodison Park's always a tough place to go, man. But you know what I mean? That's what everyone always says. Yeah. And they've got a good team, not lost in 6. So yeah, solid win, solid 3 points, well needed. Was that 5th in the table now as well? So 1 point
Yeah,
off 4.
fifth in the table, one off Chelsea now as well.
Yeah.
Facebook
Can't say
user,
anything more.
let's I'd like to know what your name is, mate. But maybe the media will cut Ronaldo some slack. They better do, because he's ready. I don't know if you guys saw my preview, but I was telling you, nothing wrong with Ronaldo. He will bang and he will come back and play and do well. So look, he's gone and done it, and yeah, exactly what I expected anyway. For me, I'm going to talk about each player as it happens, because I don't want to waste time. So let's go. David De Gea, what are you giving me with him? I'll give you him. Echo that solid win, it says anyway. David De Gea, what are you giving him out of 10?
I'll give you a straight 7. Great game for De Gea. Magnificent save at the end. Didn't have much to do, but what he did have to do, he's done solidly. And out of nowhere, like, what he needs to do is keep this up, because he was playing that sweeper-keeper role perfectly today.
Yeah,
like, no one can have any grumbles about David De Gea today. And if he can continue that form for the rest, then he's back to being, because that's what everyone says is his fault, is he can't do it. Shows he can. Yeah. Distribution was decent. And the goal, nothing he could have done with that. It was a wonder strike, basically, when it's one of them strikes.
Exactly. I give him exactly the same, and that's exactly the reason why as well, because he was coming off his line, he did a job, and he saved some good shots as well. A couple shots that he needed to save, he was there for it, and he never made no mistakes. He didn't spill the ball on the balls that came into him either. He was good with his feet as well. He did all right, passing the ball, keeping it, no mistakes. Steady Eddie, 7. You got this man, Diogo Dalot.
Yeah, Dalot's getting a 6. It could have been a 5 quite easily, but it's just about a 6. There you go. You see, it's just about 6 for me. Gave the ball away quite a bit. This is Dalot. Dalot, he's still young, and I can see him maturing into a great player. I really can. But maybe even more forward than, you know what I mean? He's now that wing back, really. So when you're playing him in a 4, he can get caught out. But I also put it slightly down, so we still haven't got our shape right, where we're offering those angles, those positions to take the ball out of the back. So 5, 6, whichever way you want to split it, 100% poor today. One of his worst games of the season, definitely.
100%, yeah, it's his worst game, but he's still trying to do the right thing. He's still on the front foot, still trying to attack, still trying to play them passes. So I'm not like peed with him. But like, obviously, it's when you're giving away too many. It's like nearly every pass he had, it was getting cut out, and they just kept taking it and going on. But like I say, it's like United are being told to play a certain way, but the options are not there. The same thing will happen with the Casemiro thing. He plays the ball into Casemiro, and there actually is nobody to play it to. And what he has to do is maybe try and shield it a bit better. But I can't see anything he could have done either, to be fair. Looking at it, I can say you could have been better, but who could you play it to? Like, he couldn't even play the man in front of him, or back to Dalot, or to the right, because there was another man. So he just put him in trouble, and I was like,
strength is what I mean, Nath. Yeah, all I mean is strength. I know where you're coming from, 100%. That's what I mean. I know where you're coming from, though. With it, it isn't. Yeah, he had nowhere to go.
The thing is, it's happening all over the pitch, where we're trying to play ball, but we're not in the right positions. You know, like for Man City, it's like automatic. Everyone's in the right position, so you've got 3 options every time you get the ball.
Yeah.
And I would have thought, I was saying the same thing in my mind. If De Jong was here, he would still lose the ball in this kind of football. It's not that he's just great on the ball. A lot of players are good on the ball, but if you've got no options, you can't play it to nobody, and it's a nightmare. But we're going to get better. The players that are there now, there's a lot more of them that can handle it, like the balls around the corner. But yeah, Dalot, sorted. Let's go.
So just quickly before we move on, do you see this, because I know you like him, is it this where we need the Donny van der Beek coming on 30 minutes from the end of the game and just taking control and playing these balls around the corner and things like that, like finding these spaces to play? Do you still think he's got that in him? That's what he can bring to that first team for us?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He provides the options. He's always on the move, looking, seeing who's there. Yeah, give me the ball, put it back. See, Casemiro did it a few times in the game where he's under pressure and you thought, who's he played that to? Oh, he's played it to the lowest. He's put him right in there and he's beat the press. And that's what Donny can do as well. Eriksen can do it, and Bruno's done it very well as well. But yeah, definitely, Garth. Definitely, I think that's what Donny can come in and be another man who comes on, and it doesn't faze him to be under pressure, and we can keep the ball in the last 20 minutes instead of just banging it and just like their ball again. And it's Everton. Come on, if it's another better team who continue getting the ball, they're going to make us pay. So you know.
That would be my only grumble with today, and it's not a grumble because we won, but I'd like to have seen some fresh legs come on. I forgot to mention it's like 65, 70 minutes. Just some fresh legs to liven it up a little bit. We've got them on there, you know what I mean? But yeah. No, I can see Donny. I can start seeing Donny becoming an important player in this team. I can now, out of nowhere, with the way we're playing. Yeah.
I think he'll be all right, coming on, doing well. And then, like you say, like how Sancho was starting and then he's not not on the boil. So now he's on the bench and then Rashford's playing. That's what I'm going to see happening with a Donny, where he'll come on, he might do well, and then he might play the next game, and then he might come out. But as long as he's in the rotation, that's what I want to see.
We're good.
Very good player, and he will do a job, and I'm 100% sure he can anyway. Anthony, my guy, sorry. Jules says I'm not bad about Ronaldo anymore. Exactly, bad man. And then Keris Martin, new name, Rashid, goal, not handball, 100% not handball.
So harsh. So harsh.
That's just liberties, man. I don't care what anyone says. That's absolute liberties. But anyway, let's move on. This man, Victor Lindelof.
Do you know what? I was just thinking to myself, who's next? And I was like, Lindelof, he had a solid game. Do you know what? I'm going to give him a 7. I am going to give him a 7. Look, I didn't know. I was looking at the He had a solid game. He didn't do anything that I can proper pinpoint and be like he was magnificent, but he was just solid throughout. Like winning his headers, didn't lose the ball much that I can remember. Solid game for him.
Yeah, exactly the same as what I said. Like first half, I was thinking 6, and then when he grew into the game, like the game carried on, and he had to stand up and be counted. Kept the ball pretty well, and was in position and blocked shots, blocked everything. So I was like, you know what? He hasn't done anything wrong today. I'm going to give him a 7. Exactly what I think he is. He's a 7 all round. He's a 7 player. This is what he is, and he doesn't usually disappoint. He's gonna give you a 7 every time round. How can accidental handball be handball? It's mad these days, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the rules. I know it's the rules, so it is a handball, but it's so ridiculous, man. But like, it should come into account that even if it had touched his hand, that ball was still going where it was going. Like, you know what I mean? It hasn't helped him at all, really. He's done so much work. Anyway, we'll get on to Rashford in a minute. I'm so upset. Because he needs it. Rashford needed that goal as well, because that was a proper, he worked for it. He's busted people out of the way. Anyway, so we'll get on to him. Sorry,
Oh my gosh. Martinez, what are you giving him?
Quieter of the two. He's only getting a 6 from me because I thought Lindelof played better. That's all. But quiet. Done his job. Done his job, man. Yeah.
I think Martinez was slightly better with the ball at his feet, keeping it under pressure as well, and finding players through the lines and the timing of passing and just marshalling the defense. I thought he was the better one, but
really?
Obviously wasn't happening. So yeah.
Mate, he's got that dog in him, man. You know that. He don't let nothing go. Little niggles all over the pitch, just making sure everyone knows he's there. He's awesome, mate. He's absolutely awesome. So
exactly. One second. Lindelof was good tonight. Jolly Joe Glazer says, so Martinez, like I say, 7. Very happy with what he did today. So let me just get him out of there. Next one up, Luke Shaw, the man who only plays well when someone's put a rocket up his ass.
Yeah, because honestly, he's my man of the match, mate. Luke Shaw, he was my man of the match. That's what I writ down. I had Casemiro up there as well, but obviously Casemiro gave the ball away. It weren't his fault, but a couple of misplaced passes as well. But Luke Shaw's my man of the match, and exactly what you just said, Dave. It's amazing. I'll give him an 8, mate. Yeah, I'm giving him an 8. It's amazing that at the moment he's got a bit of competition around him, and I don't like that. It shouldn't be like that. He should be 100% all the time. But Luke Shaw at his best is an absolute bowler of a left back. And he wasn't close to his best today. Running the channels, being an option. He's strong. He's fit. He's fast. He's a really 100%. Good fullback when he's on his game. It's just that
100%.
He doesn't want to get this reputation, man, of he can only play well when he's got competition about it. He don't want that, bro.
He's already got that reputation, mate.
Yeah. He needs to get rid of that. But 8 for me, Dave, honestly, man of the match. Yeah.
That's stuck with him the rest of his life. He just needs to continue playing like this, because if he can play like this, nobody would be upset with the guy. But look, it's just what happens. He's gonna do it as well. He played very well today. Unbelievable. Kept the ball well, defended well. Everything you want from a fullback. Great. The plus side for me is that we've got 2 good left backs. I'm very happy. I don't care who plays. It doesn't matter if they're both on song. They can both play. I'm happy. I don't mind at all. So buzzing with that. Guys,
I don't even mind Shaw at centre back, mate. I don't even mind Shaw at centre back. That's at times when needed. Over Maguire, mate. You know what I mean? So
you're right. I'd rather have him at centre back. To be fair, right? The big man, Casemiro. What are you telling me?
Yeah. He's getting a 7 for me. I thought he played outstandingly well. I know he gave the ball away for the goal, but we've already been through it. There you go. He's your man of the match, was it? He was close to my man of the match today. If he really was, he's the second name down. But I just thought Shaw played magnificently. He's so calm. He was man of the match on TV as well, wasn't he? They gave him man of the match, didn't they?
Yes, he was.
Yeah. So listen, he is so calm. He he gave the ball away, wins it back, and that first time pass through to Ronaldo, that's one of the, that's instinct, that's natural. You can teach it, but you've got you're just good. You're just magnificent, mate. And game by game, he'll get up to pace. I'm sure he will. He's a great player.
He's up to
and
pace.
I hope,
he's up to pace.
I'm not.
You think he's going to play? Let me ask you this then. Do you think he's going to play like a flawless game, and never lose the ball and never lose?
No, not the way we play. I was going to say that, man. The way we play, the position he plays in, especially as we start, Eriksen starts moving forward up the pitch, and he's the lone pivot back there. He's going to get balls where he's got men around him, and he's going to give it away, just like Pogba used to do in that position. The difference with him, though, is it won't be as much, and he can get it out of his feet and play the balls we're talking about, round the corner, through the lines, cutting out the defender. He's awesome at it, and for me, joint man of the match, 100%. I really enjoyed him today. Really enjoyed him.
Yeah. You know what? Casemiro, hats off to you, mate, because look, you played, you can, okay, let's say it's your fault and Lindelof's fault, whatever, for the first goal. You should have shielded it better. I think, I know you didn't have any options, but you should have shielded it a bit better so he didn't come through you. He did. And then after that, and I'm like, I know what I'm looking for in a midfielder. Like when I'm up front, I know what I need. So every time I'm watching his game, 100%, I'm looking at him going, right, popping it, getting it, moving in position, moving. Yeah, you can see everything, what's going on. Come and get it, bang around the corner, left foot, bang. You know exactly when I was watching us play Leicester and Tielemans is playing. I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is what I need for my midfielder. Like even, what's his name? At West Ham. A Rice.
Declan Rice, yeah.
Left foot and right foot to be able to play whatever balls you see. He gets on the ball, left foot, bang, up round the corner, right foot, round the corner, under pressure, finds the other man, not Lindelof. I'm like, yes, this is what you need. He beat the press, and now you're up. And then the ball comes back to him, and he plays a lovely ball round the back for the cross round the back of them. He gets a great header where he should have scored. This guy, he was balling out, mate. For me, he was balling. Even with the mistakes, I don't care because I know you never play a flawless match with any player. Never plays a flawless match. So you're going to lose the ball every now and again. And he's going to make that little mistake where he tried to pass it outside the foot, miskicked it. But overall, top performance. And the stuff that you do that makes a difference to the game, he done, because that ball to Cristiano, it's not getting done if anyone else is on the pitch. If that's Fred or McTominay on that ball, he's not slotting him through and playing that through. And it's top notch. Simple as that. Yeah. Still we need to buy another midfield. Yeah, we do need. Yeah, of course.
You see, I keep hearing this, but that's why I keep coming back to this Donny van der Beek question, because if we can finally unlock him, it's almost like we don't need another midfielder. You have the backup options of McTominay, Fred, and Van der Beek, and that is free quality, in my mind, squad players. That is free quality backup squad options for centre midfield. So what you're actually talking about now is another world star centre midfielder, which replaces Eriksen, really. So
agree with you, because you can't change. You can't put I don't think you can put a De Jong in this position, by the way. In this team, I don't.
What, the Casemiro position? No, I don't think so. I've said that. No, not in the Premier League, man.
Totally right. You're totally right on that one. Because our team, we can't play like that. Like, we need a beast in there that breaks things up and wins things. We ain't City. We can't keep the ball yet. So
exactly. Maybe 2 years down the line. Maybe 2 years down the line, once the system's set and we are actually pinging in passes about all over the place, then that's a different matter. But right now, no.
Yeah. Exactly. My son, Nathal.
Nathal.
Yes, now.
He does. Gets an assist, mate. Love more dream team points for me. Only problem is he's down again though, so I took him out immediately because he's out for a couple of weeks. That's 5 strain or whatever. He ain't got yet.
Put Rashford and Martial in, thinking they're both fit, they're both sharp now. Let me put them in, and they flipping hold this allowed, and then the other one gets suspended. I mean, not good. I didn't like the pressure we were put under at the end of the game. Better teams will punish us, says Keris Martin. Exactly. That's what I was saying. But, you know, the game, it's weird because different games bring different types of attitudes as well. And look what we did against Liverpool when we was, you know, we're winning and we held on there. And it's one of them things, isn't it? Liverpool,
I was going to say, I disagree with that. I like that because obviously we've drawn a bit upset, but for me, it shows that we can get through it. You know what I mean? And maybe a better team might put one in the way, but just the same, they might not. And it's all about us holding firm and being strong. Yeah, we ideally you don't want it. Clearly, you don't want it at the end of the game. You know what I mean? But it happens a lot. And especially with a team in the transition period we're in, we need every point we can get. They're going to get nervous, man. But I know where you're coming from. I do know.
Yeah, exactly. We've got this man Bruno. What are you telling me?
7 for me.
Saturday.
7 for me. Good performance from Fernandes. Solid 7. Worked all over the pitch, worked hard, and it's growing into that captain's role for me as well. And
yes,
do you know what I like? Is he's one of the few people on the pitch that will have a go at Ronaldo. Did you see early on the ball come in and Ronaldo nicked it instead of it coming to Fernandes? And he's like, "What are you doing, mate?" Like, and Ronaldo actually
were you in?
Yeah. I didn't see you. The typical striker's response. I know you guys, Nathan. The typical. I didn't see you, mate. You looked me in the eyes. You were looking me in the eyes 2 seconds ago, mate. But solid 7 for Fernandes for me. Solid.
Yeah, he was. You know, this is the kind of performance I want to see from him. It's like he listened to me when I was saying like he gives the ball away far too often. He gave the first ball away. Very silly, sloppy, and then they nearly scored. But after that, he was popping and moving, and he was getting everywhere, and he was just very efficient with the ball. That's what you want to see. It's just, and then it's like you want to make yourself efficient with the assists as well. He was a little bit off. Sometimes he is a bit. It's weird, isn't it? It's like it's either a great ball or it's just nothing. It's just like crap. But I'm happy with that performance. Keep doing what you're doing there, mate. On it, Bruno, on it. So sorry, just McTominay out against Newcastle, so I'm looking forward to seeing Casemiro again.
Yeah, 5 yellows, in an all-firing team, you're not worried about Fernandes losing it. This is what I mean about Fernandes. Yeah, like when we're up against it, he can't be giving the ball away like he does sometimes. But the more we play well, the more you'll see them ironed out. Players are in them spaces for you. It comes like this for me. We still haven't figured out that the actual positions in attack, the transition positions. Once this team clicks, man, I'm seeing great signs out there, Nath. I don't want to get too optimistic because of what's happened over the last 5 years, mate. But I'm seeing great signs out there, man.
I am too.
Great signs.
I am too. They're looking great, man. They're looking very good. You know what? Anthony, tell me.
Oh, mate, do you know what? This geezer... I had a lot of chat from my mates about 80 mil this, 80 mil that. And mate, he's coming on and he's saying, yeah, have a look at this left foot fella. Boom, bins, bags, man. Love him, brother. He's the sort of player that excites you, isn't he? Like, he doesn't do, a lot of people say he doesn't do that much throughout the game. I don't care because what he does do excites me. It gets me off my seat. And that's Man United. That's what I want to see. So
what did you give him?
7. 7 for me, mate. Yeah, 7. Straight 7. Yeah.
All right, so let me tell you about guy.
That's his best. That's his sort of game. Sorry, that's what I'm gonna say. Like, that's what you can expect from him. The best games where he gets 9s, he'll do like 3 or 4 of them in a game. But this is his average, man, and he did well for me. So yeah, sorry, no, go on.
You know what? He was on for man of the match at one point. I was like, you know what? You're firing today.
Yeah.
Half time, I was like, you're on an 8, lad. You're on an 8. But then you just went missing second half. I didn't see you at all second half. Maybe because we didn't get the ball out and do anything, but you were nowhere to be seen second half. But first half, I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
This guy knows what he's doing. It's like he knows, like, hey, listen, give me the ball when I can do something and link up with someone, or I'm just going to give it back to you. And he just knows every time they double up and go 2-on-1, he just plays it. And then someone is now 1-on-1, and then there's overload somewhere else. And then whenever there's a chance for something to happen, he's just there and he's just going to score. Like, he should have even scored against Ammonia, remember, on Thursday when he tried to play it for Bruno instead.
Madness
That's another
decision.
goal he could have had. Yeah. So, yeah, to be fair, I'm very happy with him now. I'm starting to see more and more of what he's about. He doesn't take stupid chances. He's not a dumb footballer who just runs at you. And if there's 2-on-1, he's going to try and take you both on. It's not going to work, so he doesn't do it. And then when it's on, he does it. And this is it. It's not on often enough because we're not playing good enough. But if he was in like a City, he would be making things happen a lot more than we're seeing right now. So I think as the team plays better, he will play better. And we've got here, Exhibit wanted a story to tell us, yeah? So I'm just going to quickly take off Anthony here. And then I'm going to read this story out because it's about the next guy anyway. So, so let's read this, what he said. So he's come out and said, 3 days ago, there was some streamer that argued at my comment, Martial will get injured again if he starts. Let's keep him as a super sub, so small chance of injury. And they said Martial will not get injured. Well, here's the thing.
Was that you, Nath? Was that you, Nath?
No, it was injured before the game, though. It was injured before the game. So
no, but I think that's his point. It's silly. It is silly. I was going to get into it.
Whether he's on the bench or not, he was injured.
But what I'm saying is it's silly to start him. I think if you knew, I didn't realise he was carrying a knock, but if the gaffer knew he's carrying a knock, and we know that Martial doesn't play well really unless he's fit and his best, you shouldn't be starting him. Not when this is where it's getting a little bit like not naive, but Ten Hag is obviously a great manager and he's strong-willed. But Ronaldo should have started in my mind if he's carrying a knock.
You know what it was? Let me tell you what it was. He was starting already. He is in the warm-up and then he's feeling his back. But then he's like, listen, I want to carry on because the team sheet's out. He's already in the side. He's
fair enough. Yeah.
Like, listen, just let me play. And if it gets too much, I'll stop. So,
which he did.
I don't mind that, to be fair.
No, fair enough then.
And he's assisted a goal. And, look, hopefully he's back.
Let's just hope, exactly. Let's just hope he's the other great thing is nice to see Rafa Varane back on the bench as well. So, into that, obviously, he's back next game. So,
love it, Andy. He needs to do more. Exactly. He's going to do more when he gets the
chance. Can I just hear on that, Ryan? This is what I'm saying. I don't think this is what I mean. When he does more, we're giving him 9s and 10s. When he does more than what he's done today, he's having a magnificent game. You can't expect that every week. So I know where you're coming from. Just a little bit more for him. He's going to be awesome.
I'm crying hard when Ronaldo scores 700 league goal. Alex Kine. Anthony's a clever footballer. He will be
all day.
Not a miss, 100%. I love Anthony's track back, 100% dedication.
Yeah.
Not only following opponent back, but be really trying to stop it. Yes. And Green and Gold until sold says Martial is a worry. He may need to be sold. Injuries are getting a joke. We'll see. Martial has glass legs. It's a shame because he looks like he wants it this year. Body too frail though. For me, I don't think his body's too frail. I think he went through a stage where he was playing while injury. And when you get chronic injuries, it takes a long time to get over it. Hopefully, he's coming to the end of that now. And hopefully, because if it's his back that's like stiff, that's not really the worst thing on earth. He could be back by next week. So if he's out again for like a month, I'm going to be upset because he shouldn't be out for a month with this. That's for sure. And then I'll agree with you guys.
That's what I was going to say now. This is what I mean. We've got to find out what it is now because if this is what I mean about it, it is very silly that we played him if he's now out for another 3 weeks again.
Yeah.
And there's no excuse for it. Like even if the team sheet's in and there, I think isn't there provision you can make a sub before you kick off because of an injury? There must be.
You can.
Yeah. But we got to see because if he's back in training tomorrow and it was just like sweet, no worries. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, he's getting a 6 only because he didn't play long enough to get a 7, Nathan. You know what I mean? There you go.
Exactly.
Even though he got an assist, fair play to him. Again, we saw what he's about: speed, movement, exactly what tracking back, working hard, getting the ball to feet, loving him. So hopefully he can stay fit.
Yeah, just Donny says Martial can't be sold. He's a baller, no doubt. An Exhibit again saying he needs to learn from Ronaldo. Only one big injury, even it makes Ronaldo change his style from left wing to a fincher. Look, injuries are not a choice. It's not a choice. It's a thing that happens to certain people's body. Yeah. I remember my good friend of mine, goalkeeper. You know what? His name's just at the tip of my tongue. He used to play for Wolves. Matt Murray.
Yeah.
Very good friend of mine. He was injured all the time. Every time he came back from injury, injured. And he decided, listen, I've had enough. My body can't handle this. I'm just injured every single time I kick a ball. I got to quit. I'm retiring. So this is what happens. So anyway, Martial gets a 6 for me. Exactly the same.
I take it his nickname was Minty. Yeah, Matt Murray.
Uh-huh.
It had to be Minty. It had to be Minty, didn't it? If his name was Matt Murray, his nickname Murray being on the training pitch, the classic, nickname.
Team, so I don't know.
No, oh yeah, that's the classic. Isn't it? Anyone called Murray, mate. Rashid, do you know what? Like, he was good in spurts. I feel really bad for him. He didn't get that goal, but he's also getting a 6 from me. It wasn't outstanding. If he'd got that goal, if it had counted, then yeah, 7. But if you take that away, there wasn't much else he did. A couple of nice touches, a couple of nice passes. But
yeah, okay. Well, for me, look,
you got Ronaldo up, by the way.
Sorry,
you got Ronaldo up.
Oh, sorry. That's what happens, isn't it? Oh my God, where's Rashford? Oh, there he is. Rashford 7. Yeah, so
that is a 7. Yeah,
so for me, I seen something different from him today. He was playing as the Rashford I know today. Like, whether he scored or not, he was playing what I want to see. What I want to see from a football player like him is his liveliness, his touch pass, his link-up play was very good. He was moving. He was sprinting 100 miles an hour when he needed to. He was slowing it down when he needed to. He looked dangerous. He looked like he could do the job. Okay, he didn't do the job. That's why he got a 7, but I'm saying that's a goal. I'm saying that's anyway. And
striker's mentality.
7 for me. Performance was a 7, and I'm very happy he is back to the Rashford I want to see. All he needs to do is continue playing now, and he will. If he's playing like this, that's the Rashford I want in my starting lineup. Whether it's up front or the left, I don't care. I don't want to really see him on the right too much, but look, if you can play like that, keep going, lad. You've come 100%. Back to death, despair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the bin to Tottenham. Now listen, we said on Friday show, I was saying then that I asked the panel if we're already seeing signs of him getting back to his best, and we 100% are, like, man. Like, and I love that because at his best, he's a £200 million player. He's one of the best players in the world, and that's not even hyperbolic. That's what Barcelona was sniffing around like 170, 180 mil for him a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, he at his best is awesome. He's powerful. He's pacey. Left foot, right foot, power shots. We're getting close. But yeah, for me, just today, just weren't quite there. But yeah, this is what I mean about I can smell something, Leif. I can smell something, mate. It's almost there. It's almost there. The big man. Coming. Do you know what? He put in a great performance today. Is it an 8? Nah. It's not. It's a 7. It's a 7. Yeah, I'm looking at it here. It's a 7. It is a 7, Ronaldo. But he put in, considering his age and the way everyone's been talking about him recently, he showed today that he's still got a good 60 minutes in him, like a great 60 minutes. And if he can keep that up, well then, this is what it comes down to. Like, again, we said that if he's willing to be not a sub, but like, you play all the cup games, we'll play you here, we'll play you there this season. Yeah. What an option that will be for us. Like, a happy Ronaldo's able to do that. Absolute option.
Yeah, I was getting a bit like I raised when he said 200 mil. I think maybe 100.
No. Honestly, that's what it was. That was in the paper, wasn't it? That's what Man United slapped on him when Barcelona was sniffing around him. 170, 180 mil, 200 million euros.
Yeah, to be fair, Cristiano, I think he can still do a job for us for 90 minutes, but obviously. No, I wouldn't prefer it to Martial. I think he can do a job, but you have to be able to provide for this guy. Like, we have to be able. I think that's why he put Antony on the left and Rashford on the right. I was thinking they want them to put balls in the box for him to score his headers, because what point is there of having inverted wingers that do not supply a guy who's so deadly in the air in Cristiano Ronaldo? Makes no sense whatsoever. So that's what they were doing. And I guess that's what they was talking about. I heard some rumors that he was saying they're not playing towards the way he wants to play. Maybe that's what it is. Put the players on that side, let them cross balls in. Garth has committed war crimes against Ammonia. He was better today, but he's only happy.
James, that's what... That's what I thought. No, he was. He was bad, man. Exactly. He's so greedy, man. He was so. I was really disappointed with his performance going there. But James, that's exactly what I'm saying. If we can keep him happy doing this, coming on, being an impact player for us, playing in these games where he's happy, then it's amazing. I don't believe he will because Cristiano Ronaldo. And yeah, no, honestly, Dave, I thought he was awful against.
I don't think he was greedy. I think the team was trying to make him score
too hard. Yeah,
I don't think he was greedy himself. I don't think he shot. I think he passed the ball well, and he just didn't score. It was one of them games where he's never going to score because it's just one of them days. But in terms of someone getting that amount of chances, I knew, like, you really think on another day Cristiano doesn't score 3? He scores 3. It's not.
Exactly. On that day he gets a 9, bruv. On that day he gets a 9 because he scored 3. But he was pretty bad, I thought, against Ammonia, man. I really
finishing wise, even finishing wise. To be fair, you know what? I'm not even going to kill him. I'm not going to kill him. It's just another day he'll score enough. It was like he was. It was though. It was like scary. Like,
the Rashford one. Yeah, the Rashford one at 3-2.
Yeah.
I was fuming. Yeah, I was fuming at that one. That was madness, man. That was madness. But yeah, I know where everyone's coming. I know where you're coming from. Well, his fault that they kept giving it to him. But
hats off to this man. He's got his 700th goal, mate. He's got his 700th goal. He's got to be buzzing with that.
Club goal as well. Not just goal. That's just club goal, isn't it? Not to mention the 100 something he's got for Portugal as well. He's a madman, bruv. He's a madman.
That's great. Anyway, so then we move on to the last couple that came on. We got McTominay and Varane. Obviously,
5.
No point really mentioning them. I'm giving them a 6 because they come on with a 6. They finish with a 6. So same as yours, isn't it? You give them 5s when they come on. I don't.
Yeah, you know, Varane. He made that one important header though, didn't he? And that just shows how good he is there, Varane. But no, mate, Jackson, not having it, mate.
Thank you, Jackson.
I don't think he played well at all.
He played okay, man. If your striker's getting that amount of chances, he's done well to get in that position, but he's not scored. Okay, and that one that came to him when he hit the post, Thingy's played that in quite fast, and he's had to just like guide it, and it's hit the post. I'm like, you know what?
It feels like the strikers' union here, Nate. Strikers' union. I know how it feels. I know how it feels. I've had them games. Nothing's coming my way. Everything I'm is it in posts.
But he didn't play a bad game. He wasn't linking up bad. He wasn't giving the ball away. He wasn't not playing properly. He was passing the ball well. He was doing all right. I don't know.
Do you know what? I'm gonna have to go back and watch the highlights, Dave, and I can't because afterwards I felt like he played a bad game. But do you know? Now you're saying it, I can't. Apart from the fact that he missed a load of chances, I can't be like this was specifically awful from him. You know what I mean? But so I know he's coming from.
Sometimes it happens, innit?
I still feel like he played a bad game.
I know, but when I was listening to I went on Talk Sport, I went on ESPN, and everyone was talking like he's lost it and he's finished now, he's done. I'm like, come on, guys, man. You don't know Cristiano will bang, mate. And even today, when he came on, he will score today. He will score, 100%. Paul James, Roddy didn't score against Moni, yes, but his all-round game was excellent. Thank you, Paul.
No, that's the other end. That's the other end. He wasn't excellent. He wasn't excellent, man.
People, he wasn't.
No, I'm gonna have to watch it again. I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really go. Yeah, I'm taking meticulous notes on that game. I'll tell you that.
My friend said there was a witch there who blocked the goal. Yeah, it did feel like that too a bit.
She's obviously a Messi fan, isn't she? That's what happened there. She was obviously a Messi fan. So.
It's crazy. Yeah. But look, we've had so much fun. It's 38 minutes, minutes over time. But it's been great, guys. You guys are good. The comments have been absolutely amazing. Look, if you've liked the show, make sure you hit the like and subscribe as always. Obviously, you should be subscribed already because you already see the show. But make sure you like and turn on notifications so you see everything that comes up. James Jackson says TalkSport chase that clout more than any other channel around. They will be calling tomorrow, 100%. But what we got? What's the next game now? Ammonia next week, Thursday.
Old Trafford,
yeah. So we'll be on Wednesday 5. What is it? Wednesday 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock Wednesday, 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock Wednesday for the preview. And after the game, I think the game's at 8 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. So
we'll do a 10 o'clock. We'll do a
10 o'clock. Yeah.
We'll do a 10 o'clock match reaction, guys. But yeah, great to you guys with your comments. Absolutely amazing. Thanks for getting involved. Listen, guys, if you want to get on board and come into the show, we will get you in the show. What we will do, we'll post a link in the comments next time, and we'll see who we can get into the show. If that's what you guys want. and then we could just have a chat on here. It'll be nice. Maybe we'll do a separate show for that, even not in the post match. Maybe we'll do a separate show where we just talk about what's happening with the football. And things are coming. New shows are coming. I've actually got a great show for you guys as well coming up. It's a show about all the players. Like, what the stats me and Garth are giving every game, like what we just did now. It's an accumulated stats. So who's actually the current player of the season? And every single month we'll have the show where that keeps changing. Like the top 10 will continue changing. So yeah, that will come up soon. And once again, guys, thanks again to everybody. Thanks again, obviously, lovely. Thanks for having you on, Garth, as well, as always.
Pleasure, mate. Pleasure.
Yeah. Look forward to seeing you guys next week, Wednesday. Until then, peace. Come on.